Hello, and welcome to our story. Today, we will learn about the early life of Queen Elizabeth II, the princess who became the longest reigning monarch in British history. This story is written in simple English to help you improve your language skills. Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor was born on April 21, 1926, in London, England. Her father was Prince Albert, the Duke of York. Her mother was Lady Elizabeth Bowes-Lyon. Elizabeth was not born to be queen. She was the daughter of a prince, not the king. But life had a big surprise for her. Elizabeth was a happy child. She had a younger sister named Margaret. The two sisters were very close and loved playing together. Elizabeth was homeschooled. She studied history, art, and law. She also learned French, which she spoke fluently. Even as a child, Elizabeth was serious and responsible. Her family called her Lilibet. She loved animals, especially her dogs and horses. In 1936, something big happened. Elizabeth's uncle, King Edward VIII, decided to give up the throne. He wanted to marry Wallis Simpson, an American woman. Because of this, Elizabeth's father became King George VI. Now, Elizabeth was the next in line to the throne. She was only 10 years old. During World War II, Elizabeth was still a teenager. She wanted to help her country at the age of 14. She gave her first public speech on the radio. She spoke to children who were scared because of the war. When she turned 18, Elizabeth joined the Auxiliary Territorial Service. When Elizabeth was a teenager, World War II began. Britain was at war with Germany, and life was very hard. She spoke on the radio to children who had been sent away from their homes to stay safe. She told them not to be afraid. When Elizabeth was 13 years old, she met Prince Philip of Greece and Denmark. He was tall, handsome, and confident. Elizabeth liked him immediately. During the war, they wrote letters to each other. Their relationship grew stronger. After the war ended, they announced their engagement. Elizabeth and Philip got married on November 20, 1947. The wedding was a grand event, held at Westminster Abbey. Millions of people listened to the ceremony on the radio. After their marriage, Elizabeth and Philip lived in Malta for a short time. Philip was in the Navy, and Elizabeth enjoyed a simple life as a military wife. After their marriage, Elizabeth and Philip lived in Malta for a short time. Elizabeth's life changed again in 1952. Her father, King George VI, died unexpectedly. He was just 56 years old. Their marriage became the foundation of her life, lasting 73 years. They had 4 children: Prince Charles 1948, Princess Anne 1950, Prince Andrew 1960, Prince Edward 1964. Queen Elizabeth II's reign spanned 7 decades, making her the longest reigning monarch in British history. She saw immense changes in the world, including the end of the British Empire and the rise of the modern Commonwealth. Elizabeth met with world leaders, attended countless public engagements, and worked tirelessly to strengthen the Commonwealth. The Queen faced personal challenges, including the divorces of her children Charles, Anne, and Andrew, and the tragic death of Princess Diana in 1997. Elizabeth was admired for her steady leadership, even during difficult times. Her ability to connect with people of all backgrounds made her a beloved figure worldwide. In 2021, Elizabeth suffered a great personal loss when Prince Philip, her husband of 73 years, passed away at the age of 99. Despite her grief, the Queen continued her duties, fulfilling her promise to serve her people. In 2022, Elizabeth celebrated her Platinum Jubilee, marking 70 years on the throne. The celebrations were a testament to her remarkable life and dedication. In her final years, Queen Elizabeth's health began to decline. She suffered from mobility issues and appeared less frequently at public events. On September 8, 2022, Queen Elizabeth II passed away peacefully at Balmoral Castle in Scotland. She was 96 years old. Her death marked the end of an era. Elizabeth was mourned not only by her family, but also by millions around the world. Queen Elizabeth II's life was defined by her unwavering dedication to duty, her love for her family, and her ability to adapt to a changing world. She ruled with grace, humility, and wisdom, leaving behind a legacy that will be remembered for generations. Thank you for listening to the story of Queen Elizabeth II. Her life teaches us the power of dedication, courage, and service. Make sure you subscribe for more videos.